Good morning. It's been so long since we've been together. It seems like forever. It's just been a weekend, but it seems like a long time. So much has been going on. So much has happened over the past week. I mean, since we last met, we had a great stroke of genius call, and that was good. I mean, that was at 11:30. That was just with me. So I'm not sure it was that great, but it was pretty good. And then after that, we had a meeting with an interview on vision alignment, and that was with Emily Smith. If you didn't see that, I encourage you to go back and look at that. Look at that video. It's on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So I encourage you to go back and look at that. We had a great conversation. We talked about a number of different things, how she can help people in all walks of life. And with the coaching she does, she was a litigation lawyer for 12 years. And after that, she realized this was not the job for her. So she went and she did a lot of studying and a lot of investment and personal investment in what she's doing. And she ended up as a coach. So she's an executive coach and a life coach, I'm sure, but really helps people a lot with and a career coach. So it helps people a lot with what it is that they're doing in their day-to-day jobs and life, and just helps them to kind of get through some stuff. So, and really having self-awareness is one of those great ways to start with anything. So I'm actually gonna, start to talk to her and see where we go. I don't know where to go. So just a conversation to see what is what makes sense, and we'll see what happens. But anyway, Emily Smith, listen to that. That was at 2:30 on Friday. Great call. After that, 2:30, I started to shut down at about 4:00, but had a number of other things I needed to take care of. And once we did that, we were able to get to a point where we were able to relax. We had a nice evening. It was so beautiful here in Columbus, and we had just a great time hanging out. We hung out with some friends there on Friday night and relaxed out on our patio. It was very fun. And then Saturday, we got up and just kind of took it easy. We took it easy until about 9:30, and then we drove up to see my niece get married. So that was fun. But before that, we took my daughter and her boyfriend, as well as my oldest son, and his fiance, and my youngest son, out to dinner or out to lunch. So we just had a great family time there on Saturday. Went to the wedding, went to the reception, which happened to have been at my brother's, and just a really good time. So we had a lot going on, but then we actually came back that same day, and then Sunday we woke up and we kind of took it easy and watched church, or at least Connie did, and I relaxed a little bit outside, but then we went for a walk. Well, we didn't go for a walk, we went for a drive. And the drive included going to some different places where she was considering having my soon-to-be daughter-in-law's bridal shower. So that was a big thing. So we had brunch outside, came back, laid outside, just gorgeous day. In the mid-60s, maybe 70-ish. Sunshine, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So a lot of outside time, a lot of family time this weekend. So that's a lot of what we did. Hey, I see my friend Wes is coming in to join us, so I'm gonna type him in. Let's see here. Good morning, Wes.
Hey, how you doing, Brian?
I'm great. How are you?
Dynamite.
Good. So I was just talking a little bit about what I had going on this weekend. So why don't you tell the listeners what you had going on?
Well, I was actually working on stuff for a speech you got coming up on Tuesday. And today's my son's birthday. So we were doing a a lot of family stuff centered around the birthday weekend.
Cool. Well, you got the blue thing going on today. You're looking good, man.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I like it. So yeah, the stuff we have going on. So that there's a number of different things I wanted to talk about. Really, what you've been doing with me has been absolutely phenomenal to help me to launch this business past where it was today. I mean, it certainly is going very well, but I mean, it's just you've been exploding it. So I'm very appreciative of all you've done for me, and I can't tell you how happy I am with all that.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. So what we're doing, we're building up the membership site. That's one of the main things, but we also need to figure out a way, have a way for the potential members to join the membership site. Now, the membership site doesn't cost anything, so that's not a big deal. But, getting people interested in the membership site is really the first step. So you gotta get them there first, and then we have a lot of different offerings that we can have for them once they get there. So there are different things that they can take advantage of from a expense perspective, but they don't have to. So that is interesting that all that you've been doing with me. So very appreciative and thankful. So that's great. Also, the practices that I've been doing, nobody knows this, but when you do a speech, if you do it the way I do it, and not everybody does this, but I practice my speech at least once a day for maybe 30 days, maybe 60 days. And I'll tell you, it's been a very eye-opening, and that's saying a lot for me. It's been an eye-opening. It's been an eye-opening experience to do that, because a friend of mine who's another speaker, he encouraged me to do this practice and practice until you get so good that it just comes off like you're talking to people, like you're having a conversation, not so much as you're given this goes here, this goes here, this goes here. So that's been interesting to see how that's continued to play out, and I'll continue to work on that as well. So, and the help you've given me, Wes, with just listening has been phenomenal. So thank you again for that.
You're welcome. It should be easy stuff to memorize and learn. It's your life, Brian.
It is. But there's a little more to it than that. Some learning lessons from those. So I want to make sure I hit on all those. And then the other thing that was going on is with the School for the Blind. So I actually have just gotten the final approval today that I'm good to go to start with the School for the Blind. So big deal. That's huge to say that contract is approved. To be able to help those students is it's life changing. It really is. I mean, you just it's hard to express in words how much it means to me to have the ability to work with those kids. So yeah, it's great. What else? We have podium membership. I've talked a little bit already about the membership. So we're developing that and trying to make it better than what it is today. Again, it's more about getting people there at this point, because we have good stuff there already. And yes, we'll make it better, but getting people there is the first step. So that'll come from, hopefully we'll get some people to sign up after our speech that we're doing tomorrow. And then the videos for membership. So, and this is something that I haven't launched yet, or we haven't launched yet, is the videos, the video, I call it training, I guess. It's insights with a radical vision. So it's pre-launched in the membership site, but now we need to get them to a point where they're able to be launched and have them go out to people. So it's going to be more of a drip kind of a situation where you'll get one per week as you go, but you won't get them all at the same time. So you can definitely download them, and I believe you can download them, right, Wes?
If they're dripped out, you may not be able to, but every one of them is going to be coming to you in a kind of a bite-sized chunk. The entire concept of this is to be able to have Brian year-round, not only in the form of the videos that we do in the morning or that Brian does in the morning with me at times, but also the posts that he does on the membership site, which again is free. There are going to be paid versions of it as well that'll have a little bit more, maybe a PDF or a video or something that's connected to it that gives you just a little bit more behind the scenes or possibly further explanation. But I don't know if those will be a situation where you'll be able to download the entire process unless you choose the annual choice. If you choose the annual choice, we'll probably be able to get those in your hands all at once. Otherwise, they will be dripping out probably weekly because of the fact that it's a monthly charge that is going to essentially include 4 or 5 at a time.
Okay, that makes sense. So I'm looking here at what else we have going on. So with that, I'm wondering if would it be possible to just ask people on the line? I mean, there's a number of people that are being on the line right now. If they're in the Podium membership, or if they're in my membership site, if they would be willing to go and look at one of my recent blog posts. So the most recent blog post is that one that was called posts. So it was called not Let's Be Cozy, but The World May Be Broken. That was the one, and it was based on this poster right here. If I can point to that. So right there, that poster. So I noticed that nobody has really, well, there's been 2 people that have viewed it and nobody liked it. If you can look at that, let me know what you think of that post. That would be nice. Well, you have another idea, Wes?
Oh, no, I was saying they viewed it. They just didn't put that they liked it. They liked it. I guarantee it. But 2 things. One in both the LinkedIn viewers and the Facebook viewers, if you look in the comments, you'll see a way to not only get to that membership site, but also Brian does a contest to win an autographed copy of his book called Winking with Wagner, Winking Without Wagner. You'll see all the details of that. But when you go to the Facebook or the Podia membership site, not only go in there and read the posts and let us know if you like them or not, but you'll see a little thought bubble in the lower right of the page. By all means, if you have a question that goes beyond the comment that you don't want the public to see, leave us a comment in the thought bubble there, and we will get back to you very quickly. If you like it, if you love it, if you hate it, if you think that Brian's flirting with you by winking, you don't like his bald-headed assistant, whatever you want to put in there, by all means. But give us some feedback, and we'd be more than glad, because that membership's for you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I see some people that have joined here. Chris Gross is on from Colorado Springs. Good morning, Chris, and glad to have you on while you're getting ready for work. Even Kim Rickard has joined us this morning. So good morning, Kim. Hopefully you're not working today and you've got the day off. But hey, if you're listening while you're at work, that's okay too. I'll make it as painless as possible. So thank you all for joining. But yeah, thank you for that, Wes, in terms of helping them to understand, the membership site is for them. So I want to make sure that I'm doing the best I can for them. And if there's ever anything that I can do to make it better, whether it's, making sure that their posts are more timely, or if they're, not making sense, or if, just there's something else that I can do to, help and give them encouragement, with the pandemic going on still. There's people that out there that need to have encouragement. And, at times I'm one of them. So I'm a guy that works in my basement and I talk to people all day. right here. So my wife, if she's upstairs, she probably thinks I'm crazy, but that's nothing new. 30 years we've been doing this, but no, I think it's important to understand that we are here to help you. And that's really the whole idea of this. So we're going to continue to do that. And as Wes says in his good morning, so I'll post up the different comments here. But if I can find my mouse, there we go. And there's Kim Rickard. Good morning, Kim, with her puppy. And then Chris Gross from Colorado Springs. Very good morning, Chris. Good to see you. And then Wes mentioned in his post about getting together, getting a way, and like you already mentioned this, posting about your picture of you winking and not winking at me, hopefully. But you can get signed up for the book and a raffle for the book, and then tag me in the post, but Winking with Wagner, Brian with one eye. So all those comments are very important, but I also want to make sure that you do that, click on that link for the membership site. So now I know Kim Rickard hasn't joined yet. So Kim, go ahead and join. It's free. So I know the price is right. Anyway, just wanted to make sure you all are aware of that. My blog post is one thing that is out there, but I was telling you I went to a wedding this weekend, and at the wedding they had a photo booth. In the photo booth, we walked by it and we weren't going to do anything with it, but then we decided, let's go back and go to the photo booth and we'll have fun. So we went in and we got our picture taken, and I don't have the picture with me, but I put it on Facebook, and actually I posted it on Facebook last night. So if you can go to my Facebook account, you'll see the picture. And a lot of people have already liked it and commented on it. But it was that the winking Wagners is what I called it. And it was a lot of fun. And just seeing how different people wink. I never, ever thought that it would be so much fun, really for me, but for other people. To see them do that. So that's been one of the best things I think I've ever done. But anyway, and the whole idea behind the winking thing is to not make fun of anything or not make fun of me, but it's all about helping people to understand what makes them unique. So as I say, what makes me unique is not the fact I only have one eye open. What makes me unique is how I have a positive personality. I'm able to talk about my situation, talk about what's happened in my life and relate it to other people so they can understand, well, if this guy next to me knows what makes me unique or knows what makes him unique, meaning me, I wonder what makes me unique. And as people start to understand it, that's really the whole idea behind it. So let's see. Chris Gross has got a comment here. Well, thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. It was a lot of fun. I was on the far left. So when I'm on the far left, I can't see what anyone else is doing. That goes no matter where I am. I mean, I've had situations where my wife and I would be walking down a sidewalk next to each other, and this is when I first had lost my vision. She's walking on my right, and she decides she wants to go right, and she turns right and just goes long. I kept going. I kept going straight for at least it was at least a block, and I went to say something to her, and she's gone. I look over, she's way over there. I'm like, where did she go? I have no idea. When people are on my right, I don't always see them. So that's why it was funny, even funnier for me being in that picture, because I didn't know what anybody else was doing. So when I saw the pictures, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is funny, because their reactions and what they did with it. So it was fun. The Winking with Wagner. Wow, we're already 20 minutes into this video this morning. We've got not even started with what we're here to talk about. So typically, what we talk about is blind spots, and what's going on in our lives, and try to relate it to you all with what we have or what you have going on in your life. So I think about blind spots all the time when it comes to having something that's preventing you from seeing what you should be seeing. So, in your car, you have a blind spot. It's typically over your right shoulder. You have to look through your blind spot in order to see what's there. Well, in my car, when I have somebody in the passenger seat, like I did on Saturday, I have an agreement with them that they will see through my blind spot for me. I've got to ask then, who do you have that sees your blind spot? Now, I know many of you will say your spouse. Many of you will say maybe your dog. Many of you may say your daughter, your son. But when you're at work, they can't do that. So when you're at work, you need to understand that you have blind spots as well, and that's probably even more prevalent with what you have going on. In order to understand what they are is really important. So I'm wondering who you have in your world that helps you see your blind spots when you're at work. I'd like you to comment even while we're on this call. Just tell me, who do you have that sees your blind spots? And then once we know about who sees your blind spots, then we'll talk about how do you actually get to utilize them or get to have those blind spots be seen. And then beyond that, what do you do to ask for that feedback in a timely manner? How do you know that person is the truth teller that you need to have in your life? So timely manner, truth teller, and then specific feedback. So you need to ask for specific feedback. You can't just say, if you're going up for a speech, or for me it would be a speech, for you it may be something else, but you can't just say, can you give me some feedback on this whole speech? You've got to try to pinpoint it down to a specific area to be able to help them. And then you need to ask for it in a timely manner. And timely doesn't always mean right away. When I ask for my wife for feedback, I don't want feedback right after I've given a speech, because I'm a little vulnerable then. I like to be on cloud nine. I like to feel like, bang, I really knocked it out of the park. Even if maybe I didn't, even if maybe there were parts that I could have done better, I like to just have that high for a little bit. And then maybe in a day or so, she can deliver some of that feedback that may not always be positive, and maybe it is. But so understand that the timeliness of your feedback is very important. What else? Those are the things that I think of when I think of getting feedback. But what's more than that, when you receive feedback, and it's got to be feedback you ask for, but when you receive feedback, you got to receive it as a gift. And what do you say when you receive a gift? Thank you. I think I've told you guys this so many times that you're now even getting to the point where you understand it so well, you can repeat it. But that's what I do. I go out and I talk to people all across the country now and talk to them about all of this. So it's one of those things that it's an action, and I've been able to do it, and I'll continue to do it. So I don't see any comments coming in. We're at about 25 minutes into this. Wes, do you have anything else for this morning, or are you good to go?
Good to go. I got a very needy dog here. Our other dog is having their teeth cleaned today, and they put them under. So my wife's gone, my other dog's gone, and I've got a very, very, very concerned pooch here that thinks that she has been completely abandoned.
No. Where's your buddy? That's what she wants to know.
She's like, she left and she took mom with her. What the heck's going on?
Aw, that's sad. What's your other pooch getting done?
She's having her teeth cleaned and probably a couple pulled. She's 9 years old. She's a beagle. So she's going to get her nails clipped and all sorts of stuff while she's under. But yeah, so deep cleaning on the old teeth. She's got
getting mani-pedi too.
She's got a case of the bad breath.
Ah, yeah. Well, I hear that you once they get a lot older than that, I mean, you need to be very careful with that, right?
Past about 10, you don't really want to put them under.
Yeah.
Just because it's, can be kind of dangerous. It's dangerous no matter what, but
Sure.
As you can probably imagine, pulling teeth when they're awake is a little tough.
Yeah. Yeah. And what's her name?
Cooper.
Cooper? Is that the one with you?
That's Chloe.
Oh, Chloe.
Chloe and Cooper, my girl.
Our neighbors back door in the back house, they have a dog named Chloe.
Okay. These are my coworkers.
Yeah?
They work for
Kibble. You'll ever have.
Yeah. And they never complain.
Awesome. Okay, so somebody else, when you bring a dog into the picture, you're going to have comments.
Right.
So what Chris has to say. A few of my this is not a dog comment. A few of my coworkers are the age of my kids, which use each other for safe feedback. We need it when we need opinions. I'm sometimes viewing things like their parent. They tell me if I'm off base with my kids. Okay, that's cool. So I can see how you would use that from that perspective. I mean, that makes a lot of sense, really, to be able to have a conversation with your coworkers and have them give you feedback of because nobody knows what a teenager or a early 20 person is feeling like another early 20s person. You can't understand it because we're not in early 20s, Chris. Then I think it's really cool that you do that.
I've worked in a couple different places where I was the old guy, and the intern like Robert De Niro. And I got to tell you, it's scary. And at the same time, it's kind of cool because you still get that youthful experience of the different outlooks that they have. And then every reference that you make, they're like, what?
Yeah, you can't make movie references with them.
Yeah.
Unless it's a current movie.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I can think of a few references that I might make, but yeah, it wouldn't be good. Interesting. That's cool. Thanks for sharing that, Chris. I appreciate it. And as long as nobody else has anything else, I am going to call it a day, and we will get back together. We've got a lot of stuff going on. So, like I said, we've got that practice coming up here, Wes. So at 11 o'clock, we'll be on for that. And, I look forward to seeing you all here tomorrow. Thank you so much. I love you all. And, we'll continue to serve and do whatever you would have us do. But by all means, thank you very much. And as always, keep one eye on the road. Bye.